We're at the job site now, and one of the first things you need to do in addition to prepping the fixtures is really identify where your power source is going to be. This is probably the most important aspect of your lighting job that you need to be worried about. In this case, in this backyard here, we're actually going to hang the transformer at this outlet. And because it's LED now, we're going to hang a 300 watt transformer, a TF300, which is not going to consume, it's only going to consume just under 2 amps, so it's very low amperage. So you don't have to worry now about tripping the breaker or having a dedicated circuit. So if we're going to hang the transformer here, because it's easy to get to, we have to run our home run wires and our access wires out into the landscape. So we have an issue here of getting across this cement here. So one of the things we've decided to do on this job, you got a couple of options here. You can cut a joint here. This particular joint doesn't allow us to do that. We're going to show you that on a different part of this job. We have an access to a drain here that actually goes out to the middle of the yard. We're going to go ahead and fish a 12-2 wire to get from the transformer out into the field. So we're going to do that here. We'll show you that here shortly. The other option, besides cutting the concrete or going through the drainage, would actually be to run a conduit underneath. So you'd actually tunnel through underneath the concrete. So you got a couple options to get through. Quite frankly, this is going to be the most difficult part of your job in most cases. Is identifying the power supply and the source of where you're going to hang the transformer, and then getting your wire from that source out into your landscape where you can actually start hooking up lights. In addition to the backyard, we're going to do the front yard at this home. And in this home, we're going to actually use the side of the house, this outlet here, the same location that the irrigation clock is located, to hang our transformer for the front yard. So in this case, again, we have to get from the power source location, the transformer location, out into the field. We got to go through the sidewalk. So we've identified the best way to do that here is we're going to make a cut right along this seam joint. So you can see here, this is going to be our cut line. We're actually going to take a saw blade and get that done. And then once we're through there, we'll actually be able to take that wire, that home run wire, out into the side, into the front yard.